Peace be upon you, dear friends. Welcome to today's gathering, where we open the pages of real stories that touch the heart and remind us of the blessings around us. I'm truly happy to have you here. With every story we share, we discover new lessons, new hope, and new signs of how kindness and faith shape our lives. So sit back, relax, and open your heart. Because what you're about to hear isn't just a story, it's a journey, a moment of reflection, and a piece of real life. Let's begin our story together. What would you do if the pain you carried for 40 years suddenly disappeared in one single night by the hands of a stranger you met in the middle of the desert? Stay with me, because this is one of those real stories you will never forget. Sometimes Allah sends help in the most unexpected places. A sick man, a lonely road, a desert night, and a meeting that could only be described as divine mercy. This is a story that proves miracles still happen. The title of today's story is The Miracle. That ended 45 years of pain. This story happened about 45 years ago. There was a man who suffered from sickness. Sometimes he had pain in his stomach, sometimes in his side. The pains moved around, but they were mostly in his stomach. He also had trouble breathing and felt sad and tired. He grew up carrying these sicknesses and pains. He lived with them. He went to some doctors, but they said he had nothing wrong and nothing clear was shown. He continued like this, living his life, studying and moving on with things until he graduated. Then he got a job and married his cousin. Some days he became very sick and fell into bed. His family got used to his constant pain and his weak health. He kept going to doctors, but nothing showed. They gave him painkillers, but they didn't help. He retired early, and the pain started getting worse. He took his wife and kids to her family's house. He entered his uncle's house and said, "Peace be upon you." His uncle replied, "Peace be upon you." He told him, "Uncle, you know my health from a long time ago. Things have gotten worse, and I am confused. Every time I go to a doctor, I find no solution. I feel very tired, and I have tried many herbal and alternative treatments. Nothing worked. So I want to leave my wife and kids with you. You are like their father. I will go search for a cure. Every month when my salary comes, I'll bring you most of the money and take only what I need until I find a cure. Maybe Allah will heal me." His uncle said, "May Allah cure you. I know your situation and that you are a good and honest man. Go, and may Allah open doors for you." The man left and went to his car. His car had everything in it: sleeping things, cooking things, coffee things, a mattress, because he planned to travel around. He wanted to go through villages and deserts, hoping Allah would guide him to a traditional healer or someone who knew his sickness. He drove on the desert road. It was winter, and the sky was cloudy. The pain came and the tightness in his chest came, but he fought it with patience. He kept driving until before sunset. He drove off the main road into the desert, looking for a good spot. He stopped, took down his things, prayed, then prepared his coffee. The moon was out. While making coffee, he looked to his right and saw, far away, 3 girls walking together, holding hands and playing. He wondered if they were lost. He said his evening supplications, like in the name of Allah, and went toward them. But as he walked, they stayed far away until they disappeared. He thought maybe they were just passing by and left. He went back to his coffee. Then he looked to his left and saw the same 3 girls again on the other side, sitting and playing. He was surprised, but said, "Alhamdulillah, I said my supplications. I harmed no one." He finished his coffee, packed his things, put them in the car, and drove. He drove until he reached the paved road. It was now around dinner time, and it was raining lightly, with clouds but also moonlight. He looked behind him and saw a stuck pickup truck far away. He said, "Whoever relieves a Muslim's difficulty, Allah will relieve one of his difficulties on the day of judgment." He drove toward the stuck car. When he reached it, he found an old man with a white beard, covered because of the cold. The old man greeted him and said his car was stuck. Inside the old man's car were his wife and other women. The man helped him tie the rope and pull the car out until it came free, but the old man's car wouldn't start. They checked the engine, but it didn't work. The man asked if there was any village or station nearby. The old man said no, so the man said, "Let's spread the mattress since the rain stopped. I'll make coffee for you." The old man said, "My son, please turn on a light." Then he said, "You're sick, aren't you? You need treatment." The man said, "Yes, I'm sick. I've been sick since I was small. I tried everything and found no cure." The old man said, "Your sickness is simple. It comes to your stomach, moves around, keeps you awake, and makes you lie in bed. I tried to find you a cure but didn't find one." The man said, "Yes, that is exactly my condition." The old man said, "I can cure you now. I will heat a metal rod and make a small burn on the right spot, and I will read on you. Allah will heal you." The man was surprised and asked, "Are you sure?" The old man said, "Yes, I am sure." The man spread the mattress, turned on the light, and made coffee. The old man called his wife. "Come down. This man is like our son." The man was shocked. He never told the old man his name, yet the old man knew it. They drank coffee. Then the old man took out a thin metal rod. He heated it until it turned red. He called the three girls from the car, the same ones the man had seen from far away. They came wearing the same clothes. The old man told them to hold the man so he wouldn't move. One held his legs, one held his arms. The old man pressed his finger on a spot on the man's head, then burned that spot. Then he burned another spot. The man said the burn felt hot, then cold. When he finished, the old man told him, "Now go to your car. I will read on you there. You may fall asleep." The man sat in his car, opened the window, and the old man read Quran and supplications. The man felt numb and then lost consciousness. He woke up at sunrise. The window was closed. No one was there. His things were still outside: coffee tools, mattress, and the fire ashes. He looked for the old man's car tracks. The car had not even been stuck. He followed the tracks until they suddenly disappeared. Even though there was no sandstorm or wind to cover them, he felt something strange. The pain was gone. His chest was clear. He felt strong and free, like he was released from something. He drove, ate breakfast, prayed all his prayers, took a nap, and continued the next day. He felt better and better, sleeping well and waking like a healthy camel, full of strength. Then he returned to his uncle's house. He said, "Uncle, I'm healthy now. Allah blessed me. I met a man in the desert. He healed me with 2 small burns and recited on me." His uncle touched the burn marks and was amazed. The man said, "Allah cured me." I don't know who that man was or who his family was, but this is one of those real stories that show Allah's mercy. These are real stories that teach us hope, and these are real stories that remind us that Allah can send help from anywhere. 3 lessons gained from this story. 1. Never lose hope in healing and relief. The man spent nearly 45 years suffering, searching, and trying every method. Yet in one unexpected night, Allah sent him the right person. The story teaches us that relief can come at any time, even after a lifetime of struggle. 2. Helping others opens the doors of blessings. Even though he was sick, he stopped to help the old man whose car was stuck. That act of kindness became the exact moment when his life changed. The story shows that Allah rewards those who help others, often in ways they never expect. 3. Trust in Allah brings peace and miracles. The man left his family, relied completely on Allah, and walked into the unknown desert with full faith. In return, Allah guided him, protected him, and sent someone who diagnosed and healed him perfectly. The lesson: when you trust Allah, He takes care of you in ways beyond your imagination. If this story inspired you, comment below and share your thoughts. Have you ever experienced a moment of unexpected help or healing? We'd love to hear your own real stories. If you enjoyed this story, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss another incredible real story like this one. Share this video with your friends and family to spread hope, faith, and inspiration. Let them experience this amazing real story too.